So the Yankees, they got Juan Soto. They got the main piece that they needed to get this offseason. But there is still a lot more for the Yankees to do. But they can absolutely ace the offseason now. They can have a fantastic offseason where they put themselves in a great spot to win the World Series. But they have to be smart in their next moves. So I'm going to outline how the Yankees can ace the offseason and put themselves in a great spot next season. Step zero, because I think this is before step one, is trying to extend Juan Soto. Now, the reason why I put this at step zero is that the Yankees are probably already in talks with Soto. They likely discussed a possible extension right when they got him 2 days ago. So I don't think that this is something that needs to happen. I think it has already happened. The talks are underway. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows if Soto is just going to say, I'm hitting free agency, end of story? It's impossible to say, but try to extend Soto. That's step zero. Okay, step one, add starting pitching. The Yankees got slammed when it comes to starting pitching depth. Yes, they lost Michael King and Drew Thorpe, two really good pitchers. King, an established major leaguer, Thorpe, top prospect. But they also lost a ton of depth in the Soto trade, and then in the Rule 5 draft, they had a lot of people taken. So it's time to get some depth. And I want to see the Yankees go and get Yoshinobu Yamamoto. That would be ideal. That would be amazing. But even if the Yankees don't get him, if you get someone like Jordan Montgomery back in pinstripes, or Shota Imanaga, who's the other top pitcher from Japan, then you get a consistent arm in the rotation. Someone who you can trust to go out there every 5 days and give you a chance to compete. Then, if you get a reliable guy like Yamamoto or Montgomery, then I want to get one more other player. One other starter just in case of injuries. Now, I don't really care who the starter is. It could be Frankie Montas, for all I care. But you need to get a big name player, though. You need to get a Yamamoto or a Montgomery before you get this depth piece. You can't just get the depth guy and say, oh, we have 5 pitchers in our rotation now. It's fine. No. You need to get a really good starter and then someone else as insurance. Step 2. Bring back the bullpen. The Yankees' bullpen is in an odd spot right now. There's a lot of guys coming off of injuries, and they did lose 2 big relievers in Keenan Middleton and Wandy Peralta. Try to bring them back, but just bring in some guys. Bring in some arms that you trust. Because the Yankees are really good at finding nobody pitchers and turning them into somebodies. So bring in some arms, bring in guys who can eat innings, because someone's going to be the diamond in the rough. Step 3, try to get Brendan Donovan. Now, this would be the deal that could really put the Yankees apart from other teams. Brendan Donovan of the Cardinals is a perfect player for the Yankees. He is a left-handed hitting infielder with years of team control. He gets on base at a crazy high percent, hits for average. He would be perfect in pinstripes, especially at third base, where he has played a lot. I know it's going to cost more prospects, but if you can get Brendan Donovan and put him at third base, all of a sudden there's a lot more lefties in the Yankees lineup, a lot more lethal bats there. Brendan Donovan would be amazing for the Yankees. Then the last step, extend Gleyber Torres. I know some people want the Yankees to trade Gleyber Torres, but here's my philosophy. You can sign pitchers. There's a lot of pitchers in free agency you can get. There are not a lot of batters, and the Yankees need batters. Torres has been consistently one of the top second basemen in baseball. He's just a really solid, consistent player. He plays serviceable defense, and he hits well. He's good for the Yankees. He's a consistent player that they need, someone they know can play in New York. If you get Brendan Donovan, put him at third base, then extend Gleyber Torres, all of a sudden the infield is now locked up for the foreseeable future, and it's really good. Anthony Rizzo at first base, then you have Gleyber Torres at second, Brendan Donovan at third, Anthony Volpe at shortstop. That is a really good infield and would make the Yankees really good for years. So that's what I think the Yankees should do to ace the remainder of the offseason. If they make those moves, they are favorites for the World Series. They are. Soto, Judge, Donovan. I mean, you add in a pitcher like Yamamoto or Montgomery. It's a really good team again. So, Yankees, please try to make these moves because you can be really good again.